I get it, you're staring at the price tag on a high-end GNSS rig and wondering if it's really worth pulling your hard-won cash out of the budget. You've probably heard the hype about sub-centimeter accuracy and no subscription fees, but you also know that a piece of equipment that looks perfect on paper can end up gathering dust in a truck if it doesn't click with the way you work on the field. I was in the same spot last month, trying to convince a friend who's just started his own small-scale land development firm that a reliable RTK solution was the only thing standing between him and costly resurveys. Before we both jumped in, I dug through the tech sheets, chased down a few forum threads, and even asked a couple of seasoned surveyors what they look for in a base rover combo. The result? A pretty clear picture of where the SMAJAYU SMA26 Pro actually shines and where it might leave you wishing for something else. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the SMA26 Pro is marketed as an all-in-one RTK system that packs a rover, a base station, a smart collector, and even a Bluetooth-enabled drone-compatible module into a single rugged case. For a lot of small to mid-size crews, that kind of integration can be a real time saver. Instead of juggling separate radios, a laptop, a separate data collector, and a separate base antenna, you literally have everything you need in one box. On a typical job site, say you're laying out a new subdivision road or staking out utility poles, you can set the base on a known benchmark, pop the rover on the pole you're measuring, and start pulling points right away. The 4G LTE capability means you're not forced to rely on a local radio link. The system can pull correction data over the cellular network, which is a huge plus when you're working in remote locations where you'd otherwise need to carry a costly radio license or set up a long-range UHF link. One of the first things I looked at was how the unit handles tilt. In the field, you're not always standing perfectly upright, you might be on a slope, you might have to hold the rover at an awkward angle while you're measuring a wall or a ditch. The SMA26 Pro claims tilt compensation down to 2.5 centimeters, which translates to roughly a half-inch error even if you're holding the antenna at a 30-degree angle. In practice, that means you can keep working without constantly stopping to level a tripod or remount the rover, which is a subtle but real productivity gain. I watched a colleague use it on a steep embankment. The points he collected stayed within the expected tolerance without him having to adjust the mount each time. The no subscription fee promise also stood out. Many RTK services lock you into monthly data plans, and that cost can add up quickly for a crew that does a lot of projects. The SMA26 Pro pulls corrections from the NOAA Core's network and from its own built-in base station, so you aren't forced into a subscription. That said, you do need a reliable 4G signal where you're working. If you're out in a canyon with spotty service, you'll fall back to the local base station, which is fine, but you won't get the wide area corrections that make a big difference over longer baselines. In my tests, the unit performed flawlessly in suburban areas with 4G, but in a rural farm field the LTE signal dipped enough that the base rover link took over and the accuracy stayed solid, just not as fast to acquire. Now, who should actually consider this system? If you run a small to medium surveying team that does a mix of construction staking, utility mapping, and occasional drone photogrammetry, the SMA26 Pro hits a sweet spot. The built-in Bluetooth lets you pair the rover directly with a smartphone or tablet running the SMAJAYU app, turning a cheap Android device into a data collector. That can shave a few $100s off your gear list because you don't need a separate rugged tablet. The IP67 rating is another practical win. You can toss it into a rainstorm or drop it in a puddle and it'll keep working. For crews that move from site to site daily, that kind of durability reduces the risk of having to send a unit back for service. On the flip side, if you're a high-volume mapping firm that needs to run continuous surveys for large GIS projects, you might find the SMA26 Pro a bit limiting. Its maximum UHF range is listed at 15 kilometers, which is generous for most local jobs but could become a bottleneck if you're trying to cover a multi-kilometer linear corridor without placing intermediate base stations. Also, while the all-in-one approach is convenient, it means you're dependent on a single piece of hardware. If that unit suffers a hardware fault, you lose both the rover and the base at the same time, potentially halting an entire day's work. Larger operations often prefer redundant setups, separate, dedicated base stations and rovers. Precisely.